setting.
Yeah. Awesome. Great party. This is The Woody Show.
And it's another new hour of insensitivity training for a politically correct world. It's Monday morning. It's November the 28th, 2022. I'm Woody, that's Ravy.
Hello there.
Greg Gorey is here.
Good morning, Woody.
There's Menace.
What is up, Woody?
We got Seabass. We got Sammy.
Good morning.
We got Bort. We got Caroline. And we got you on the phone. It's 877-44-WOODY. That's 877-44-WOODY. You can hit us up with a text over to 22987. Menace would love it if you would find us and follow us at The Woody Show on Instagram and Twitter or on Facebook, facebook.com/The Woody Show. It's Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday.
Yeah. According to reports, shoppers spent, it's a record, $9.12 billion online. That was on Black Friday.
It was insane.
Yeah. Now, inflation actually drove people to spend more, thinking that they would save money in the long run because, you know, as things get closer to a holiday, like, you know, Valentine's Day, you can get flowers now way cheaper than you can get them right before Valentine's Day. So all the hottest items are either going to be sold out or, you know, whichever one's, you know, start. There's always that one item that it seems to catch fire,
Right.
like within 2 weeks of actual Christmas.
Yeah.
And the price on that, because then people are like reselling on the, you know, auction sites and things.
Yeah. The resellers, but I don't know. No items have stuck out to me, at least. That the hot item of the year.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're estimating 11.2 billion in spending today alone.
Jeez.
Okay.
And we keep on being told, like, hey, the market's gonna be terrible. You know, people are gonna be losing their jobs. And
Well, I mean, that part has started happening.
Yeah.
Not a show.
Well, they say it's the white collar recession, not blue collar. Like
Really?
blue collar, yeah, still making money.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw like the unemployment claims were up.
Oh,
That report came out last week, and then a couple of people that I follow, like, you know, Gary V.
Right. Yeah.
Gary Vaynerchuk. He was posting stuff about, like, you know, companies right now going into the last part. And this is what sucks. It's always the last part of the year is when the layoffs happen.
Yeah.
Because they're
Merry Christmas.
because they're trying to get their books done before the new year starts.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I always said, like, you know, we should try to get like corporations and everybody to why can't the corporate year start? Like, there's like different.
It does. The corporate year starts in like June.
The Chinese calendar, like Chinese New Year starts on a certain day. Why does that have to be January 1st for, like, you know, that's where the holidays fall. So let's move the corporate calendar to start for everybody on June 1st.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they just bump it by 6 months. So if you have to do your end of the year stuff, you know, you're letting people go in May as opposed to November and December right before the holidays and ruining everybody's holiday.
I know. So weak.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's mostly like the tech world. The layoffs are not like, you know, plumbers and stuff like that.
True. I mean, you know, guys like plumbers and stuff always have work, but yeah, I don't know what's going to go on. I think if you're balancing books and you're seeing the cost of stuff, that seems to be what's driving a lot of the layoffs. I mean, what we heard about Frontier Airlines, they're saving money by not having
answer phones.
an operator anymore.
Right. Just
If you have a question about your flight or whatever, you can't actually call anybody anymore.
Right.
Which I hate that when companies do that. You can't find a phone number for them at all.
True, but thinking back, the last few flights I've booked, I haven't called an airline in ages.
I called Southwest recently because I switched up my dad's flight, and I wanted to cancel the first leg of the trip but keep the second leg of the trip. So they had to split the itinerary, and I looked everywhere on the website on how to do that, and forget it.
Just wasn't happening.
Specialized thing.
Yeah, because I didn't want to lose both flights.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just but typically it's easier to change the return,
Right.
or skip out on that, or do something with that once you've already taken that originating flight.
Okay.
But there was another company that I was dealing with, and I was trying to get a hold of anybody from the company. Couldn't find it. Finally, after digging and digging like a private investigator, I found this number to an office where they have some people working, and I called. They're like, "Well, we can't help you here." I'm like, "Well, can you give me the number where somebody can help me?" Like, "Well, you just go online." I'm like, "No, why did I calling you?"
Yeah.
I tried that.
Liars. Anything that
They'll do anything to get you off the phone.
They will.
Don't want to go online.
They don't want to go online.
Talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I had some errands to run on Black Friday thinking like, oh crap, I picked the worst day to go out and about. It wasn't that bad.
What?
It really wasn't.
Yeah, I didn't notice like too much craziness.
Oh, I posted a video of the craziness, but it's also around the discount areas though. People are looking for deals.
Well, dude, I was at Target on Black Friday, and it was
You didn't get meleeed?
no,
Yeah.
it just seemed like maybe a Saturday, but I figured that was because everybody had the day off anyway.
Yeah,
I
no,
checked
like
out a Best Buy on Friday.
the discount stores were madhouse.
The outlets.
The outlets. People are right now definitely looking for deals.
But outlets, are they really deals? I think we brought this up before.
I think
They're
outlets.
not. They're not. They're mathematically built to fool you into
Right.
thinking that you're getting a deal, but you're not. And a lot of that stuff is also made for the outlets.
Yeah.
It's not actually ever
Yeah.
in a store.
Yeah, it's not like the stuff that they
Yeah.
were selling at the nice store that you think that, oh well, I couldn't afford it there, but I can get it at their outlet store.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Every
and
time
afford it there.
Every time I go to the outlet, I think the same thing.
Right.
Is this a deal? I
Are
don't
we getting
think.
suckered?
I
Yeah.
think I am.
If you have to ask, you probably are. People are calling this a Thanksgiving miracle. I'm calling him a Thanksgiving idiot. This is that 28-year-old guy who fell off the Carnival cruise ship
Yeah.
Oh my.
Bye.
in the
It's
Gulf of Mexico.
insane. He was in there for what, 16 hours?
Yeah, so
Long time.
he went overboard Wednesday night, wasn't reported missing until noon the next day on Thanksgiving. The U.S. Coast Guard did this huge search and rescue mission, found him.
Miracle.
He had been treading water for 15 hours, had hypothermia, but he's okay. One official said it's the longest they've ever seen somebody survive under those conditions. My thing is, you know how hard it is to go overboard on a cruise ship?
You have to work on it. You have to fucking work on it.
Yeah, it's not like you're just walking, having a great day. Next thing you know, you're in the ocean.
No, you're messing around.
What an idiot.
You're
Oh, for
sliding.
sure.
Yeah,
Probably doing like a Titanic thing.
something.
You
Yeah,
know?
just be an idiot. I guarantee you when they go back, there's got to be a camera
There's
where they
gotta
see the
be
guy.
footage of it.
Yeah, and it's the guy probably said, watch this.
Yeah, check this out.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
king of the world.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna sit up here.
He was a funny guy until he went missing. But here's the thing, if that was the case,
Yeah, why the late reporting?
yeah, so he's got to be there by himself doing something dumb.
Yep. Climbing up something.
Just being a jagoff.
Yeah, like the
No one wanted to find him.
They're like,
Yeah.
hey, has anybody seen Ralph?
He's being annoying.
Our
Hammered.
breakfast was so quiet and nice. Where's Ralph?
yeah, it's not easy to fall off these
No,
cruise ships.
not
It's,
at all.
it's
No,
not.
you've got to be effing around.
Yeah, it's like that stupid grandfather who put that baby up
Oh my
on the on the ledge.
God,
Like you don't
that's
put
the
a little
worst.
baby up on a ledge that's high off the ground.
Right.
And they're like, oh well, it's the cruise. No, it's not the cruise line's
No.
fault. Like you should know better
Put the
as
baby
a
up to a porthole.
yeah, good idea. That's a
Great
great idea. Where there's nothing on the other side. So dumb. But yeah, miracle. It's a miracle they found him.
Miracle they found him. Miracle he was
Yeah,
still alive.
it's a miracle they found him.
Either way, cruises rule, though.
Yeah, I
Either
mean,
way, cruises rule. That's
I
the
didn't see any
takeaway.
Black Friday deals though that made me want to book a cruise. I was looking for them.
really? I thought the cruise line was like
They're all-
the cruise
They're all
industry.
hella cheap right now.
Yeah, they're all about it.
Maybe that's why there's no big discount because
Because
they're
it's
already super
already
cheap.
discounted.
I wanted it cheaper.
Yeah,
You wanted it free.
I do like cruising. I don't think that could be my every vacation. Like it's cool
I
every
like
once
to
in a
do
while.
one every couple years.
Yeah,
Yeah, something like that. Every couple of years would be fine.
love it.
But to do that, like the people that go, that's their only kind of vacation that they do.
Right.
Or what about the older people? They go on those cruises that last for like 6 months at a time.
That'd be amazing.
Or
Dude,
like
I should do it.
there's been those stories. I think we brought them up about like there are some people who retire
Live that.
Yeah.
onto a cruise ship,
That's all they do.
It'd be 9,000 pounds.
and that thing would get.
Sure.
I think it would just get boring after a while.
It's
totally
so
boring.
dumb.
Anything gets boring after a while.
Going back to that same room.
Yeah.
Cabin.
Whole tiny ass room.
No thanks.
Stir crazy.
Yeah, I mean unless you have like a big baller suite or something like
Right,
that.
but
Yeah.
not these retirees. They're
No.
probably on an interior.
Fixed income, see?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's lonely.
The love boat, so much banging.
There's tons of
Totally.
If the
bang.
boat's rocking, don't come knocking.
Right? You're at the boat clinic all the time.
That's right.
Oh my gosh. Gonorrhea again. What are you doing?
Yeah, your elderly wife has a sense of humor, so every once in a while she goes down to the clinic to take a pregnancy test.
Oh, okay.
Just to mess with
Just
them.
being
She's
funny.
78.
I'm here for the pregnancy test.
I've been banging like
We
crazy.
told you,
Yeah.
Joan, you can't get
Joan,
pregnant.
you have no eggs left. You've been through menopause 3 times,
That's right.
Joan.
I just checked to be safe, all
Yeah,
right?
just making sure I'm
Because I
late.
don't believe in condoms.
877-44-WOODY.
Humor me. Just check.
Hit us up on the phone, send a text over to 22987. Grace got some of the other trending news headlines. That'll be coming up right after the break here on The Woody Show.
Is there diarrhea, guys? The Woody Show. Your good friend Chris Kringle here.
Hey, Santa, did you hear about the sold-out alter ego contest?
I need some alter ego tickets.
Sorry, all listeners. Listen, Santa can't even get sold out alter ego tickets.
You know what? What, Woody? Give us some good news, please.
You can win your tickets all this week on All 98.7.
Just listen every hour, 7 to 7.
Be caller 98 and win your sold out alter ego tickets. Badass lineup.
Red Hot Chili Peppers,
Fall Out Boy.
Muse, Phoenix, Churches, Siege Weather, and Rosalind.
Win sold out tickets all week.
Nailed the final interview. Game with Doug. Brand new. Come here, kid. Give me a hug. The more you want to do, the more we want to do. New COVID-19 boosters designed for recent Omicron variants are now available.
For free. Stop by. Landis is going to ask them, Allie, as many questions as he can about patience before they finally lose their patience with him and walk away.
Yeah.
Place your bets. We'll get into that a little bit later.
This report is sponsored by Caltrans and the California Office of Traffic Safety.
Partly cloudy today, high of 64 in Sherman Oaks, 64 for downtown, 65 for Orange County, and 60s along the coast.
Hey drivers, Caltrans workers have families too, so if you see cones, road signs, or flashing amber lights, please don't ignore them. Move over a lane if it's safe to do so. Remember, flashing amber lights mean move over. It's the law. From Caltrans and the California Office of Traffic Safety.
Discover the largest exhibition of Tesla vehicles ever presented to the public. Visit peterson.org/Tesla.
The Woody Show.
All 98.7.
Here's your chance to win. Just kidding. It's traffic.
And traffic sponsored by ChooseMatt.org. There's a crash in the Anaheim Hills, westbound 91 at Weir Canyon Road. It's in the left-hand lane, making things heavy from Green River Road. Monterey Park, you got a crash as well. North 710 at Ramona, that is in the right lane. And then a crash for the right shoulder in Downey, northbound 5 where it meets the 605. And a right lane crash in East LA as well, South 5 right after Dittman. And when you're young, life is full of choices. Don't let opioids like highly addictive and deadly fentanyl take away your life or choices with just one wrong pill. Find medically proven treatment options at ChooseMatt.org. It's Gregory, this is your Alt 98.7 Traffic.
Well, today is day one of the Woody Show 10 Days of Christmas. And today, Menace gets to select the item that you will be winning.
Yes.
Twice this morning, 7:50 and 9:10. Two chances to win. The prize this morning, a Samsung 75-inch LED 4K smart TV.
Pretty cool.
Love it.
So you can win that twice this morning, 7:50, 9:10 here on The Woody Show on Alt 98.7.
The Woody Show. Local news.
And let's get a headline closer to home. home here in the state of California.
Well, Governor Newsom insists that he won't challenge President Biden for the Democratic presidential nomination in 2024, even though there are lots of rumors going around that he does want to run. Gavin told Politico over the weekend that it's frustrating because he has reverence and respect for the president and the vice president as an old friend of his. And he also said that if he got into the race for the White House, it would also hurt Kamala Harris's ambitions if she wanted to run. But as the president's approval ratings continue to slump, the rumors that Newsom wants to run keep on ramping up. But Gavin Newsom says he's been asked to be a Biden supporter in 2024. He assures everybody that he told everyone at the White House that they can count him in to do just that.
Get him.
To be a Biden
No,
supporter
stop
in
it.
2024.
Kamala may have aspirations. There's no way she ever wins.
Yeah, I think the same thing, especially on a nationwide basis.
People make fun of Biden. Like, well, what did he say? Have you ever listened to her speak?
I know, right? Get a book of quotes from her.
Good God.
Newsom just bottom line says he is not running.
Well, he also said that the president told him, Biden said himself that he is going to run in 2024.
Yeah,
right. That's
Those
what
have
he
been
says.
the report.
And he just turned 80, by the way. A 12-year-old boy here in SoCal called 911 when his father was drunkenly driving him from LA to Vegas. On the call, he said, "I need help. My dad is trying to take me to Vegas. He's acting weird." So luckily, the cops are able to figure out where they were, and they even asked the boy to wave his arm out the window to find the right car.
Yeah, here's a little clip.
My dad is trying to take me to Vegas. He's acting weird. What kind of car are you in? A Toyota Camry. Raider plate. He says he did stuff in a Raider helmet. He says he did stuff in a Raider helmet.
Yeah, dude had a Raiders helmet.
Had a helmet at the time, so the dad was arrested. Charges include DUI and child abuse. Sounds like he was lit at the
My parents
time.
would have never taken me to Vegas.
I know.
Oh, whilst drunk. So that's what's happening, Wood.
All right, thank you very much, Greg Gorey. What's the forecast today, Sammy?
Partly cloudy today, high of 65 in the valley, 64 for downtown, 65 for Orange County, and 60s along the coast.
We got this morning, including more Alter Ego tickets all this week. Every hour, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that and day number 1 of the Woody Show 10 Days of Christmas. Nice. You guys are in good shape today. It's all 98.7. It's the Woody Show. Good morning.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. By now, you should have somehow realized that. Why should you like your grandpa?
It's not complicated.
Feels the way I
Heavily for $3.29, and I believe that would make Scott the winner.
Scott? Scott, congratulations. Unbelievable. Scott from Long Beach. We were going to get you onto the actual game now. This is a chance for you to legitimately win yourself real tickets to K-Rock's Almost Acoustic Christmas. I cannot believe that, Scott, just with the price of the bag, you thought that was you were That is amazing. How much?
It's actually not that amazing.
Allie, how much are they charging for the bag of eggs? It seems like that's not that good of a price.
$5.49 is the normal price, and it is on sale for $3.29. I'll be picking up a bag on the way home.
I use a bag. They sold hard-boiled eggs.
Me neither. I would never buy a pre-boiled egg. I boil my own.
You know, when people talk about the excitement of Black Friday, I think that I know now what they're talking about. It all boils down to one bag of boiled eggs. Scott, you've made it all the way by your bid of $2.62. You've now made your way to the game. This is a chance for you to win actual tickets to K-Rock's Almost Acoustic Christmas. If you're successful, you win.
Dumbass overdrive. seconds there. Alternative. Good morning, everybody. Beginning of a brand new week. We are The Woody Show. Some trending news headlines.
What's 73 minus 4?
The Woody Show.
59. Yeah, it's hot.
Hope everybody's Thanksgiving was good.
So fast.
It was.
Yeah.
That was a blink of an eye.
Now that was a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt said he had some kind of like Thanksgiving.
I had a little bit of a disaster in my home.
Okay.
Yeah, because my mother-in-law said, hey, let's make some margaritas. I was like, oh, I got this. Right? So, we've had a NutriBullet in my house for about 3 years. I never used it before, and I didn't really understand how it works because you gotta like flip it upside down, the container. And I'm used to like old school mixers
Just
where
pour it in.
just pour it in, right? So I was like, oh, maybe the NutriBullet is just kind of made for like putting fruit in, and then you just like, you know, quickly put it on top. So I was like, well, this margarita mix is not going to work that way. So what I did was I flipped the NutriBullet upside down and put the container on the bottom, and then took the motor and put the motor on top. Because I didn't realize there's a little, I didn't realize there's a little centerpiece with a blade that you're supposed to screw on the top. I don't know, I never used it before. So I didn't put that little centerpiece. I took the motor and I put it on top. Dude, margarita mix flew all over my house. Like a whole container of it. And we're talking about like sticky margarita mix. My wife was so pissed at me. Like, she barely talked to me the next day.
Like, you took the base of a NutriBullet.
I thought it was for fruit.
Put it on top.
Yeah.
Wow. There's instructions.
You just gotta
no, it's out of the box. I don't.
You just gotta be
in the box.
You just gotta be smarter than the blender, man. You know.
I don't understand.
There's
like,
an obvious
why.
thing to screw on the top, and then you put it in.
But that little piece wasn't next to the blender when I pulled out the blender. I don't know where that was.
Now, if you were looking at this kind of confused, and you'd never used it before, wouldn't you think
to ask some help?
Just go online. There's got to be a YouTube video
say
for
there's
it.
YouTube for everything.
There is.
I'm assuming you threw the instructions away.
But that stupid NutriBullet thing, they always show fruit in it, not like actual liquid.
What does that mean?
I thought this thing wasn't actually made for liquid. This was the only option we had as a mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to use them to make like smoothies.
Into liquid.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why does it have to be upside down? It's the dumbest thing in the world.
No, you're the dumbest thing in the world.
Team Woody on
Why has it got to be so fancy? They've been making blenders forever. The other way, where you can just put it out from the top and then you pour it out. Why has everything got to be upside down? I don't get it. But anyways, all the margarita mix and the tequila went flying all over the kitchen and the house, almost to the couch and on the ground. And we had to mop everything up.
Why didn't you go to your wife and say, hey, little doggy?
Because she was busy. She was busy cooking. But the look on her face after it started flying everywhere, she was not happy.
Just you describing the mess, it gives me anxiety.
Me too.
Doesn't it, Greg?
Because you know it was on the ceiling.
Oh, it was everywhere. Like,
was
we're talking.
Was it on your wife's face?
It was everywhere, Greg.
See,
like over the a family, the dogs got some shrapnel.
Oh, that's.
We often wonder if Menace's wife Nacho has like a Stockholm syndrome of some kind.
Oh yeah.
Because she does everything for him.
Well, she's one of those people that probably feels like she wants to fix people. You know what I mean? Like we had another friend like that who would always like date people who needed to be fixed.
But she says he always does it wrong. Not that he needs fixed, just that he doesn't know how to do anything.
Yeah.
He's picking up a NutriBullet base and putting it on top of the thing.
She's a person that
is atomic stupid.
She's a person who has a need to be needed. Yeah, to an extreme degree.
Well, she found the right guy.
Exactly.
Because that is hopeless. That is
I don't think
hopeless.
your theory is correct, but she was annoyed.
What else is going on in the trending news there, Gregory?
Well, you might have heard that Odell Beckham Jr. was removed from a flight.
Yeah.
He was headed to Los Angeles from Miami after authorities said that he was in and out of consciousness before takeoff, and he wouldn't put on a seatbelt. That was the sticking point, not putting on the seatbelt. So police had to be dispatched. They described it all as a medical emergency. They got on board the American Airlines flight. It was about 9:30 in the morning, and American Airlines said their crew was concerned for Odell. They tried to wake him up, get him to buckle up, which he wouldn't do, and then they feared that he was ill, and they were worried that his condition would get worse during the flight, so they asked him to leave a bunch of times. He refused, hence the police showing up
And getting everybody else off the plane.
Sucks for everybody else.
And he stayed there until the cops got there, and then he got up and
Like
walked off
his
the plane.
lawyer statement was super weird.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, he was sleeping and he was wearing the blanket on his head.
On his head, which is that's how he does on long flights.
It sounds
That was
like
the attorney's statement.
It sounds like a Gregory situation where
Yeah.
allegedly maybe he was on some Xanax.
He was on something.
Yeah, and then to help him get through the flight.
Yeah.
And then he was in the middle of a Xanax episode.
Something.
Yeah.
It was
He
super
called
weird.
he called it comedy hour.
Yeah.
I'm sure he
So-
thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody else did too.
Now, does this hurt his chances of somebody picking him up? Because that's been the whole thing. Like, he's meeting with the Giants. He's meeting with the Cowboys this week, I guess.
Nah, he'll get picked up because it's all about the bottom line. Can he still catch a football? Yes.
I know,
Does
but
he wear a blanket on his head? Yes.
Is he gonna get himself in like some kind of trouble where he's not gonna be available?
No,
Nobody
it's
cares.
pretty idiotic to sit on the plane when you are pending a big deal with somebody.
Right.
But
Just stay out of
you'll
trouble.
still, yeah.
It's just a dumb
It's
episode.
impossible. You can't not stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Hell no.
You can't. It's impossible.
You see Terrell Owens?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up boxing fools on the street.
Yeah, so I guess there was this guy who was heckling him, and he was doing some late night shopping at a CVS in LA, and he got approached by this 49ers fan. Friendly conversation.
He's a
Yeah.
49ers all-time great.
Then a second man comes up, starts talking crap, threatened to beat up both T.O. and the fan outside the store.
Jeez.
And I guess T.O., according to the witnesses, he was trying to play peacemaker, but then I guess the guy who was talking smack took a swing at him, and that's when T.O. like just floored him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why I can pick a fight with a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Someone who's so huge.
Watching the video, the guy was definitely the aggressor.
Yeah.
Or T.O.
Now, by the way, I'm not a great fighter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I can see watching T.O.'s video, he is a terrible fighter.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see the video.
He's got size, he's got strength,
Yeah.
but like you watch the way he throws a punch, like the guy has no idea how to throw a
Not
punch.
great. Not great.
Yeah, but I mean, it's effective just because he's so much bigger and so much stronger than this other guy.
I wouldn't try to fight him.
Yeah, so
no.
dumb.
There was some other plane drama over Thanksgiving weekend. So this one Frontier flight was from Denver to Dallas. This couple ran on board the flight to avoid paying a fee for baggage, and then they refused to get off the plane as well.
Yeah,
So
they
they're
didn't have a boarding pass.
right.
They figured they just run past the
Run.
gate agent
That
and onto
works.
the
That
plane.
always
Just
works.
physically run on. So they yelled at everybody once they were on board, said they were tired and they had been flying for over 20 mother effing hours, and police ended up having to deplane the entire flight to get those two people off as well. And they were even told, we're gonna have to get everybody off the plane just to get you two off. And
Yeah, it's all about them.
yeah, they didn't care because they were tired. And then there was also a Southwest flight from Houston to Columbus, Ohio, had to make an emergency stop in Little Rock, Arkansas, because of this unruly passenger got into an argument with another passenger. Don't know about what, but things got so bad that that argument got physical, and one of the passengers in that argument had to be taken to the hospital. It was so bad.
Yeah.
So once the plane landed in Arkansas, the one who assaulted the other, he was taken away by federal authorities. So now the FBI is working with Southwest to figure out what charges are going to be filed.
See, this is the time of the year you'd expect stories like this, but it's become now a year-round thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's not just for the holidays.
There used to be like the busy season for this kind of stuff.
It's almost daily now.
You know, and now it's just all the time.
It's not hard to just sit down and shut up.
Nope,
Yeah.
exactly.
A few hours out of your life. In San Francisco the other night, 34-year-old man got onto a city bus, attacked the driver, and then hijacked the bus. He took it on a joyride, 2-mile joyride through the city. Luckily, there were no passengers on board at the time.
Like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
The guy was drunk, swerving into opposing lanes, ended up hitting about 10 cars during that joyride. So that eventually stopped him, literally. Hit with 17 charges, including carjacking, DUI, and evading the police as well.
Not hijacking a bus. It'd be fun to drive a bus.
It would.
Yep.
Like guys like that. The bigger the better when it comes to driving stuff.
Right.
Awesome.
What about those double buses? They're like connected.
Oh, like
with that
accordion
weird,
buses,
like,
yeah.
bendy accordion stuff.
Dude, how do you even drive those?
Right?
That'd be cool.
Especially in a city setting.
I don't want to do it for a living, but like if someone said, hey,
An
come drive,
experience.
come drive a
Dodge,
bus.
move
Like,
your
yeah.
shit.
I'll
Fucking
do that.
truck.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I would need to be drunk just to get over the anxiety.
Cool. Like a giant garbage truck.
Right. I'll drive it, but
Yeah.
I need to get buzzed first.
Yeah. Good idea.
And then there's a complete total moron. She's from West Beach, Florida. Name is Amanda Ramirez, and she's suing Ravi's Idols over at the Kraft Heinz Company over their Velveeta microwavable mac and cheese cups.
How dare.
It's just like Easy Mac, but the Velveeta version.
Right. She bought a box of them for $10.99 because on the box, printed there, it says ready in 3.5 minutes.
Okay, great.
So she thought, cool, nice. But that is the time you put them in the microwave, 3.5 minutes, right? But if you follow the directions, you have to remove the cheese pouch, then add the water,
Right.
stir it, put it in the microwave for 3.5 minutes, then stir in the contents, let it stand to thicken. So it actually takes a little longer than 3.5
Oh,
minutes.
no.
That's only the time
no.
in the microwave. So she wants $5 million.
No.
Because she says the public has been misled.
Yeah.
False
By this-
advertising.
By this premium product that she put
Agreed.
$10.99.
It's longer than 3.5 minutes.
It's funny that you brought this story up, Greg, because somebody just texted over 701. No worries, Menace. Other people don't like directions either. Just sue the company with a link to the story.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. These are your people.
So crap.
But it didn't say on that stupid blender, they didn't have arrows
I'm sure
to
it
go
did.
anywhere on
I'm sure it did
anything
in the instructions.
in the instructions.
Yeah.
But
Didn't
on the
look
box
at.
it says 3.5 minutes, and does it take longer than 3.5 minutes? Then it does. So it is false advertising.
$5 million bucks.
Not talk sometimes, you know?
Why?
It sounds so stupid.
What do you mean? If it takes longer than 3.5 minutes, then it's a lie.
It cooks for 3.5 minutes.
It's in the microwave for 3.5.
Then it should say cooks in 3.5 minutes.
She's not getting jack from the Heinz company.
No, I think that the $5 million is absolutely ridiculous. I don't agree with that part at all.
How come this is the one time you care about
I know.
verbiage
Exactly.
or grammar?
Oh,
This
well,
is the one situation.
Well, no, I'm just
being very
why don't you
serious.
just say that?
You know?
Yeah. Why don't you just say takes 3.5 minutes to cook?
But why do we have to live in a disclaimer society where everything is so specifically spelled out that you just can't say, hey, and I would see that and go, oh, well, you know, I wouldn't even think, like, oh, well, it said 3.5 minutes.
Right.
And now I had to take the cheese packet out and I had to put water
I
in
had
it.
to open the box.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I'd be like, oh, it's ready in about 3.5
Right.
minutes.
This woman's obviously looking for a lawsuit.
Exactly.
Obviously looking
Yeah,
for a company
right.
to sue. And she's
that's-
like, I got you.
Exactly. Because we have a society full of stupid people.
And now Kraft's in-house counsel has to spend
Because
time on
other
this.
stupid people like Menace have to come to her defense.
Let me ask you something. You're really into that documentary, Pepsi, Where's My Jet?
I heard about it.
What?
I haven't watched it.
Oh, you haven't watched it? I thought
No.
you did. Okay.
No,
I
I was
didn't.
wondering what side you were on.
Pretty much the guy's side because
Okay.
Pepsi knew that they did something wrong by not having a disclaimer because they showed examples that said like Pepsi t-shirt, whatever, 80 points. Pepsi tote bag, 90 points. And then at the end of the commercial it said
Pepsi
what
Jet.
was it? What do you got?
Harrier
Jet,
It said
7 million.
Harrier Jet, 7 million points. And it didn't say just kidding or
They did later.
we're not really.
Because then they realized.
And then when it aired in Canada, after the fact, they did put a disclaimer, like not actually giving away a Harrier jet or something along those lines. So they knew, whoa, we should have put a disclaimer.
Yeah.
So then when this guy realized, wow, I could actually get this Harrier jet, and he did, after devising a very complicated business plan, they had to give him something. So sure. But this disclaimer, it says ready in 3.5 minutes. It's, I think as a normal adult, you know that means after you take it out of the box.
Okay, but Greg,
after you open the box, after you undo the pouch, after you add the water, then it's ready in 3.5 minutes.
Okay, but like, wouldn't you assume that the other thing is implied as well? Like, we're not really giving you a military jet.
Well, that's covered in the documentary too. Is it implied that the judge thought it might be implied that a normal person might understand that you're not getting a heritage jet? But
So that's I find it interesting that you think that you should have got a jet.
by looking at it in bigger depth, that's why they put the disclaimer in other countries, or in Canada at least.
I like how all the car commercials. Professional driver on a closed course, do not attempt. Like, oh, really?
Yes, stuff like this. Just in case the 3.5 minutes is longer than 3.5 minutes.
Some people. Makes your mind. It really makes your mind.
Upsetting and frustrating.
Don't be so angry over it. Who cares?
Okay.
And see, and there you go. And that's why we have arrived at where we are. Because who cares?
Who cares?
I'm about to take a break.
That's why we're an idiocracy. Because who cares?
Oh, yeah.
I got something legitimately concerning
Ooh, all right.
to share with you coming up after the break here on The Woody Show. Hey.
The Woody Show would like to pause for a moment to address an emergency diarrhea situation.
I thought I was getting a better deal because it's so big.
If you want a better claim, Tide Pods are only 12% water. The rest is pure, concentrated clean.
Mugs in the streets right now, going up to people that have luggage with them, dragging luggage through the streets of Southern California. Data from the NPD Group 2021.
What the fuck is going on here?
Christian's travel agency has one goal. The world's
I
biggest
feel
soccer
like
tournament.
there's no one in front of this guy, and he
serious?
can't pick a fucking speed.
Now
Sometimes you're going 70, sometimes you're going 75, and there's no one the fuck in front of you, bro.
Great people
Get off your fucking phone.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Kristen Limon with a very important question. Do you want to become a nurse? If so, then you should check out my friends at the Marsha First School of Nursing. At the Marsha First School of Nursing, you can earn your associate's degree and train to become a registered nurse. Dude, you can even get your bachelor's degree through a BSN program designed for working RNs. And you won't even get stuck on a wait list or wait months or years to get the classes you need. New classes are enrolling now in Glendale and in West Covina. To learn more, call 855-NEW-CAREER. That's 855-639-2273. Or visit mfnursing.com.
Jack here. Question. Is getting two of myself?
3-1 Jack.
This weather report is brought to you by Jacobia Myers. Southern California weather, mostly cloudy. High 65 at the beaches, 68 inland, and 45 for the low.
Crystal Z here, and you should call Jacoby and Myers if you are some
Settlement you deserve, no matter how many.
In distress, time to head over to eBay Motors. They have horns for every make and model, not to mention horn pads, steering wheels, wiring, and more. 122 million parts. You can even go for an upgrade. Looks like Mr. Cutoff Man needs a new seat cover. Try eBay Motors, pal. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Okay, smile naturally. Perfect.
Cam's photography knows.
Do I get to eat the snacks or patients?
You tell me.
Yeah, if I can eat them, then yeah, snacks with patients too.
All right, now, do anybody you...
Fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. We instantly connect you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description.
Family, friends, and fa-la-la. Dazzling lights cranked up to maximum merriment. The Grinch and his dog Max.
Does anyone have a pen?
Now,
remember.
Why don't all companies order through EasyCater? Who knows? Order
Yeah, you know the song, right?
I know the song, but
Brandon, you know that one?
Yeah, it knocked me out with those Hooters girl
Thighs. Yes, so that's coming up later on this morning. We may play Name That Tune. Name that tune on the crazy little contest with that one.
Gary Bryant, so you know, he's kind of a new K-Earth 101.
Come on, Danny. Jesus Christ, man.
To Fairplex Sunday. Shop California's largest classic car marketplace. Hundreds of vendors, thousands of classic cars and trucks on display and for sale. Come to buy, come to sell, come to look. This Sunday at the Pomona Swap Meet and Classic Car Show.
The following is based on a true story.
Richard, this can't be happening. Friends are coming over this evening and the sink is clogged.
Okay, let me try the hose down the trap trick.
Still backing up.
Maybe if I plunge the sink.
No bueno.
Great. Now what?
Look, my diamond truck. Don't flag him down.
Wait! Smell good plumber! I need help!
Unfortunately, I'm on another job. Call 1-800-446-MIKE. They'll get someone out quick.
Wow, that was quick.
Which fucking truck is this?
That was a severe clog, Richard, but you're unclogged now.
You unclogged our drain and saved our party for $99.